Anything you would like to add about Women's History Month, the journey women take in the industry, and any advice you would share for those who are trying to follow in your footsteps as successful female leaders in the industry? People might aspire to follow in those footsteps. What advice would you give?
So for me personally, I don't want to be a checkbox or like, let's add a statistics, let's add somebody because she's a woman or she's this, but I want it to be because of my skills, and I can only gain those skills if I'm exposed to them and if I'm exposed to an environment that's teaching me those skills. So I think empowering women in that sense to create opportunities to learn more, create opportunities to just have access to that knowledge, I think is huge, because again, it's not about just checking the box, it's about qualifications and how do we get women to be more qualified.
More opportunities for learning, for training, for mentorship, to give you all the structure that you need to go to the highest echelon of your dreams.
Yes.
Beth?
I was going to talk about education, but now I'm not going to do that. That's why you went first. I'm gonna lean in on fear, I guess. Just everything is scary the first time, so lean into your fear and own it. I think that's something women primarily doubt themselves more often than men, and just don't be afraid of it. And when you have those weak moments, acknowledge them and lean into it.
I think, male and female, like imposter syndrome, as I said before, is rampant. Everyone is always doubting their own capability, doubting their own capacity to achieve at the level others expect of them. But I do think we are our own worst critics in a lot of ways. So I think you're right. Take that moment, breathe deep, recognize that the confidence people place in you is placed in you for good reason, and carry yourself with that confidence in turn. So I think it's a reminder for all of us, male and female alike. Alicia, anything that you would add?
I just piggybacking off of this great advice. I think what put a lot of confidence in me, even though I had the experience, I didn't have it on paper. So I went and got every certification you could think of. Netgear, Dante, all the free things, and loaded up, right? There's a lot of free opportunities out there, especially with a lot of vendors, partners on the show floor. And look for those development opportunities. They might not come to you directly, but they're out there. We just have to dig. So that's what I've been doing. I'm still at it. So if y'all want to dig together, I'm here.
And that's a great point too. I mean, free certifications, but also free events to attend, like E4 experiences, where you can meet tastemakers, you can connect with dozens, hundreds of people who may be difference makers in your career. You don't need to have an endless bank account in order to get your foothold in the industry. And like you said, you proved that when you were coming up young. You didn't have to spend a fortune, but now all of a sudden you're a known commodity in the industry. So it's that sweat equity, being there and showing up. Anything you would add, Dan?
The one thing I would add is, and maybe something my team will recognize this, but if you have a voice, you have the opportunity to influence. If you have the opportunity to influence, you have the opportunity to drive culture. And whatever you put out there is probably what's going to be attractive to you. Meaning, if you put out positive energy, you want to engage with a bunch of people, believe me, people are going to come to you, right? If you put out negativity, if you put out, the obstacles, it's like it doesn't feel so good. So if you have a voice, and you do, you have the ability to influence, develop culture, and also attract to you what you want to attract. So be conscious and aware of what the voices that you use every day. And actually, every discussion matters.
If you have a voice, you have the ability to influence and shape culture. I think that's a great takeaway to leave with, because it's a note of empowerment. It shows that all of us in our own little sphere, large or small, can lead to a better outcome communally for all of us. So thank you for that moment of kind of inspiration for all of us, I think. Any questions from the audience? We have probably 5-10 minutes where we could take on any audience questions if you'd like.